What it did, what it doing, what it does. What's going on? This is your boy, The Sound of the Rain, and I'd like to welcome you to The Sound of the Rain podcast, a podcast where you will witness a man going from making music in his bedroom to becoming the owner. Well, I already am the owner, but his brand becoming a multi-million-dollar brand. Today's episode is episode 10, and the title is It's All About Perspective. And before we get into that, I just want to say once again, thank you for everybody that's listening. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. Thank you for everyone that went and purchased, downloaded, pre-ordered, streamed, shared my new single, I Need a Little Help, inspired by Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I definitely appreciate that. It's around like 300 views on YouTube right now, which is awesome, which kind of also goes into the topic of the episode. So I'm going to get, I'm not going to get into it yet. But it's got 300 views on YouTube, and I definitely do want to say thank you for that. Currently, right now, it's been about 4 days at the time of recording this. You also may notice that you're getting this podcast episode a little late. You're probably receiving it on Wednesday, and it's supposed to go up Tuesday. Reason being is that last episode of the podcast was almost the end of the podcast. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I almost did not make this episode right here. The reason being is that after I put the song out and was listening to my music, I was exhausted with the whole process of the rollout. It was a lot. Recording the song, making the video, making the thumbnails, putting it out, mixing and mastering it, and doing all that good stuff. It was a lot. It was very tiring, and you could say I kind of almost took a week off. And during that time, what I realized is that I felt like the podcast was pulling me away from being able to do what I'm here for, is music, and I was like, okay, people want to hear music. I had somebody ask me on a YouTube comment the other day, like, when's the album coming? I'm ready for the album. They like the song. And I was just like, man, am I trying to, oh, that's what it was. The website, soundoftherain.com, which is available now, which probably has a post up saying that I Need a Little Help is dropping tomorrow, when the song's already been out for almost 5 days. But that's been a new venture that I put myself on, is creating a website. And so with me doing all of these things except making music, I just felt like, man, it's like I was a chef it's like I was a guy that makes a bomb grilled cheese sandwich, but instead of making my grilled cheese sandwich and giving it to people and feeding them, I am spending all of my time advertising and telling people and creating a website, and I just want to get back to making music, and I feel like what I've been doing is not been giving me the amount of time that I need to, but at the same time, the reason I'm recording this episode is because I told myself, okay, it doesn't take me a lot of effort to make these podcast episodes. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I hit record and go for it. So I was like, if I can't devote at least an hour out of my week to just this, then that means that my time management skills are horrid, So I'm giving it another shot. So y'all got this episode right here. But yeah, Sound of the Rain, the webcast, I'll probably put up a post on that saying that it's under construction or coming soon, because I was doing it with Blogspot, which is Google's free blog hosting service, and I looked into Wix, and that's a different one, and I was finding that it can make my site look a lot better, but there was a big learning curve, so it's something for me to learn, and so it ain't fun being the executive CEO and artist all at the same time. I just want to make music and make beats, but we're going to get to that point. So, all about perspective. The reason I'm calling that this is because, so when I first put the song out, I was a little disappointed with the results or the response or lack thereof. And what I have to keep in mind and remember is that it's about the perspective of it. So on my video, I have 27 likes. Let's say 20. Because 7 of them are probably from multiple YouTube accounts that I have where I've listened to the song myself and gave myself a thumbs up. Y'all laughing, I ain't even kidding. But, so let's say 20 people listened to the song and liked it. Imagine filling up a room with 20 people, total strangers, different parts of the world, different walks of life. Those 20 people all took the time to listen to my song and click on the thumbs up button. That's a lot of people. You know, I mean, it's almost a classroom, a school classroom. Now, you can look at it and say, wow, it's just 20 people. Or you can look at it and say, wow, that's 20 people. You know, I was looking at Nerd Out. Shout out to Nerd Out. Matter of fact, they have an Ant-Man song as well. I think it's called I'm the Conqueror, but I know it's focused on Kang the Conqueror from his perspective. And so what I'll do is I'll put a link in description notes, the show notes, so y'all can go check that out. But I was looking at their song, and at the time, it had like 13,000 views or something like that. And they have 3 million subscribers. But I was just looking at the 13,000, and I was like, dang, man. I type in Ant-Man rap song on YouTube. You know, theirs was one of the first ones. Even though I put mine out first, you know, they have a bigger following. So I looked at, you know, their amount of views and was looking at mine, and I was just feeling like, you know, I was feeling like kind of trash about myself. And then I had to think about it. I said, okay, let me see how many subscribers they got. And if y'all listen, if Nerd Out is listening, Nims or Ben or any of the team, you know, this is not any type of hate. I study y'all in a sense to me, y'all the OGs of this. Like I said, my kids put me on the nerdcore music, and y'all are what I heard, and y'all who are familiar with. So there might be people that are more, you know, that have been in it longer than you all. But for me, you guys have set the precedent and the blueprint of something I'm trying to follow. So it's no biting and no ripping off, totally inspired. So as I look at the amount of subscribers they had and then the amount of views they had, I looked at the percentage of it, and it was like 0.056%. And that might be bad. It was something along that line. 0.5% of their subscribers had listened to the song. Now, when I put that into perspective of thinking of my own channel, like, okay, I got 2,000, almost 2,200 subscribers, and I've got about 300 views now. Also, keep in mind that a good chunk of my subscribers, they are Bone Thugs-n-Harmony fans. You know, if I had to like restart or redo my channel and just have subscribers that were fans of Sound of the Rain music, I might have those 20 that gave me the thumbs up in that video. You know, that might be the amount of subscribers that I would have. You know, so thinking about that really made me look at it. And then I went back and looked at some of my old songs and some of my old music and saw some of those videos have 300 or 400 views today, and they were put out almost a year ago. And so the Ant-Man song has been out for 4 days, almost 5 days, and it's almost got 300 views. Let me take a look and see what it's at now. And one thing I did was I changed the thumbnail for it. Now, for all y'all that do YouTube, especially you musicians out there, the thumbnails and the title matter, you know, and it might be hard because you might think of it like I'm just putting a music video out. The title is the name of the song, and, you know, the thumbnail is just whatever screenshot YouTube takes. But you got to keep in mind, people scroll through their computer or scroll through on their TV, and whatever catches their eye, they're going to click on it. So currently I'm at 310 views for I Need a Little Help. And so, you know, I'm proud of that, because as soon as I changed the thumbnail and updated the title, I began to see the numbers grow and grow and grow. I've been on Twitter. Every post that I see about Ant-Man, I will leave a link to my song. I'm tired of doing that. It's getting old, but it's part of the grind. It's part of the hustle, you know? So it's all about perspective. You know, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? You know, which way are you looking at it? You know, are you, man, I need something to drink, or I appreciate this glass of water that I have. You know, it's all about how you look at it. So that's where I'm at right now. Really changing my perspective. I'm really, really, really hungry as far as just making music, man. If I could like stop the podcast, stop trying to make the website, and like I said, this might happen, you know, but just focus on grinding, making music, and then, you know, how I'm talking to y'all now on the podcast, make a video like this once a week and put it and film myself, and so y'all actually see me instead of just hearing me. You know, that might be something that I do. But I felt like, you know what, for the time being, I can carve an hour out of my life every week to do this podcast, because I think that we're going somewhere with it. We're growing. I appreciate the support, and I do think that it serves a purpose as far as building a brand and letting people kind of witness the journey of Sound of the Raign as it is built. So, you know, like I said, I Need a Little Help is available. Right now, I'm working on a song for Shazam. I wrote the lyrics, and I have a skeleton for the beat. So what I want to do is lay those things down, and then once those are recorded, build the song around that. And Shazam comes out the 17th of March. So if I want to do that, I need to go ahead and get on top of it. So it's something I'm excited about. There's John Wick. I want to do a song for John Wick. I've already got some ideas. There's a scene I found where it's in the second one, and the guy's calling him Jonathan. And for those that don't know, my first name is Jonathan. So I was like, oh yeah, I definitely got to sample this. I got to do that. So, you know, that's coming. But I'm just, right now, to be totally honest with y'all, where I'm at, I'm just hungry. And I just want to experiment, and I just want to make music, and I want to become a better producer. And that's coming. You know, before I started recording this episode right now, I was gonna start working on mixing and mastering This Beat's Whack. You know, I've talked about that song forever. I just want to get it out to y'all. You know, at this point, I didn't even think about like doing all the marketing and all the crazy stuff. It's like I just want to just keep recording music, put it out, record it, put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out. You know, and then maybe once I've, you know, built up a large enough catalog, a library, then I would like to maybe, you know, do some things to kind of gain more listeners, man. But making music is fun. I'm excited to see what kind of things I can write and challenge myself, and what kind of ideas I can come up with. So, you know, y'all definitely be excited and look forward to that. So the next release will probably be, man, I don't know. Should I put out This Beat's Whack, or should I put out the Shazam song? I guess I'll go ahead and put out This Beat's Whack, because it's almost done. I just have to mix it and master it, and then record some vocals while I'm talking at the end of the song. But yeah, I thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't, please check out my new song, I Need a Little Help. Once again, this is the Sound of the Raign. Peace.